Do you know where Mount Pulong Bato is? Do you know how it got its name? Let's try to find out the answers as we go along with the story. In the far distant past, there lived in Zamboanga, so an aged imam says, a very powerful sultan named Dakula. Sultan Dakula was known far and wide for his wise rule, fearlessness in combat, fabulous wealth, and a harem composed of 6 beautiful women. As is always the case in any harem, a favorite exists. The favorite in this case was a beautiful young girl named Sumping Pote. Sumping Pote was the very life of the Sultan. All of Dakula's attentions were showered on her that finally the 5 other women in the harem revolted. Dakula abolished the harem and took Sumping Pote as his sole wife. The Sultan and his wife lived happily and stretched their commerce to lands beyond horizons. One day, a young handsome prince named Buata from a kingdom in Celebes came to negotiate a treaty of trade with Sultan Dakula. The lakes, rivers, hills, and mountains of Sultan Dakula's domain were so fascinatingly beautiful that the young Prince Wata immediately fell in love with them. However, what captivated the prince most was enchanting Sumping Pote. Her charming ways outshone all the beautiful princesses he knew back home. Before the treaty could be finalized, Sultan Dakula had to leave for battle against a powerful pirate chief who plundered one of his coastal towns, and thus, for one long month, the Sultan was away. When he returned, he sensed that something was wrong with Sumping Pote. One moonless night, unable to sleep, the Sultan decided to take a walk. To his horror, he came upon his wife in the arms of the young prince by the seashore. They were ready to set sail. Were the Sultan armed with his kris, he would have put his unfaithful wife and the young prince to death. But as it was, he was temporarily helpless, and the prince had 24 armed men.